Right, YouTube, it's Wow Sly. I'm out looking for a spot. Been out looking all week for a spot I can use for radio and wild camping. But I'm right in the middle of the South Downs, and it's a right old tourist spot. There's nothing but tourists. Been going up every day, twice a day, checking out the spots, looking on Google Earth, getting up here. Couldn't find anything that didn't have a double-decker bus full of, well, an open-top double-decker bus, tourists everywhere. So I found a spot. You can't actually see it from the road. It's like a big bomb hole full of trees. And I don't think this is getting picked up because it's so windy up here, but I did pick a kind of stupid day to do it. I can't see a thing. I think it's in that direction. Well, that's it there, I think. I plan to come from the other way and walk in. There's some features that I need to look for, like a hedgerow. Follow that, it's on the right. But parking was better on this side, so I'm just kind of like winging it. But as you can see, I can't really see much. It's foggy, misty and wet. So my boots are getting cleaned. No, that's not it, that's a barn. There's the barn, and there's a barn. If I go to the barn, I've gone too far. Right, we'll come back with something to see. And I'm out the wind a little bit. Yeah, baby. There it is. I can see it. It's literally just this tiny little, like, volcano shape in the ground, full of trees. I don't know how it got there, how it's formed, but yeah, it's just like a volcano. So you can't actually see in it until you're on top of it. You can't see it from the road at all. There's only one road that goes right across this part of Beachy Head. And on Google Earth, it looks like I might wet myself if it's as good as it looks. Right, let's get the phone away, it's wet. That was the hedgerow I was looking for. If I was coming from my left, I was supposed to walk down this hedgerow, and then I knew it was on my right. As I say, I came from the other direction. And I literally could only see a couple hundred yards. I didn't bring any GPS or sat nav with me. Google Earth on my phone, I keep losing signal. That's why I've bought the radio, just in case I break a leg. But yeah, it's dead quiet now. I'm coming back up because I walked a bit too far down. And this little woodland thing, well, a few trees I should say, it's not woodland, clump of trees, is right on the top of the South Downs, like where Beachy Head is. Beachy Head's just over there. There's the calf. There's the lighthouse. And a day like this is stealth camping, man. If I can get up here, and this place is good enough to put a hammock, I am gonna fucking live here. Although there's no water. This is just all sheep grazing fields. I mean, it's because it's in a little dip. You know, the house, the nearest farm, can't see it. There's just that barn there that I passed, and then about a mile away there's a house, which I think is a holiday house. So there's nothing up here at all. Thought it was maybe a quarry. That mist is bad. Oh mate, that looks looks like I've hit fucking jackpot. Don't want to keep swearing. Sorry to the youngins out there watching. Dads, mums who let their kids on the internet. Sorry. Oh, look at this. Oh damn, it's a dumping ground for the farmer. Farmer's dumping ground. Because there's no farm out there, I can't go and knock on the farmer's door. There is no farmers anywhere. I will keep trying to find him. Ah, it's a farmer's dumping ground. Oh, look at this though. This would have been perfect. Still going to set up another brew. Wheelbarrow wheels, load of rubble, all the old fence posts. So it's dead quiet. What I can do is put the mast up there, and like hang the hammock in these trees. So the mast is at the top. I'll check in a minute, 70 feet above sea level I am. But I reckon he puts all his crap in here. When it's full, he burns it every few years. Old corrugated slats. Oh, there's a dead sheep down there. Yeah, it looks like he parks at the top and just empties his... Whoa, an old V-dub. There's a Volkswagen, isn't it? The old farm truck. Moss all over the seats. Hey, what is that? I thought it was one of those Volkswagen pickups. It was a turbo. Cool. Nice head. It's just been put here and left. Still got one window in it. Might have been stolen and dumped. Going by the stripes and the turbo, doesn't look too much like the farm vehicle, but it is four-wheel drive and a pickup. So it could be the old farmer's car. But it's all flint around here. All the buildings and houses are flint. All the walls, everything's flint. This is all rubbish up here. But nevertheless, despite the crap, it's still definitely a good camping spot. I had a feeling when I got here it was going to be baited up and used for shotguns. Full of shotgun shells. The back of this thing. Nice roll bar. Completely rusted away from the arches though. My wheel arch over there's completely gone. Balls of wool all over the floor. Sheep have been. Very apocalyptic. That weather like it is. Where's the sun? Can't even determine where the sun is. And all the dumping stuff is like waste ground. It's like something for the end of the days, just the wind going over the top of my head. We'll have a look at that dead sheep in a minute, or the bones. I think that's recent. It's got no dirt or dust on it. I'm not going to start climbing top the rubble. I can get hammock in there. That's probably the best bet though. Oh, this is absolutely ideal. It's a different world in here. There's no wind. It's just all the shame of all the rubbish. And big bits of sheep crap on the floor. Right, let's go and check out our friend, the corpse. Yeah, it was a sheep. I reckon he fell in there, broken leg, and just never came out. Well, there's the remains of an old TV there from the 80s. We'll have a look at that in a minute. More bones there. Another skull there. Skull and bones there. Ribs in all that mesh there. Another skull there. More bones. Bottom jaw. Another part of a jaw. More bones. It's a graveyard, man. As long as this shit don't freak you out, you're alright. But the things I have to put up with to find a good spot to camp. But I've looked everywhere. I tell you, man, I've looked everywhere. I've only been here like a few days. Oh, I get my bag snacked up and it's just dropped on the water on me. The old black and white TV used to tune in by hand before Channel 5. Used to watch like Saturday morning Fraggle Rock or whatever it was on that. Back in the day. Bones. Ickle baby skull. There's bones everywhere. Corrugated iron. Oh, this is dumping ground. I need to find the farmer and ask him if I can use it. And if he says no, I'll be very upset. If he says yeah, I'll be very happy. The place is a mess. But this is agricultural land, isn't it? It's not really wildlife. That's not that old, it's still got meat on it. That's a fresh one, that is. I think the foxes have had that one. Yeah, there's no rotten flesh or maggots, so it's been stripped quick. Crows will have it. It's cool though, there's all sheep's wool hanging off the trees. But yeah, this is a spot. Right, I think I'll have a pee and a brew. I don't know what's in my bag, it's still packed from when I went out the other week with the sister-in-law and all the kids. Like the ex-sister-in-law. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. There's a seat, yeah, partial wool blanket, places to hang my bag and coat, strap the aerial onto that, get a hammock in between there. Oh my days! Yeah, this is hammock time. Ooh ee, ooh ee. Celebration dance. Right, that's it. Alright, I've got to put everything down, get the bag off. I'm just doing that shot that people do on YouTube where they video themselves doing stuff. Only, I don't have a tripod. I'm going to try and use a tree. I'm going to do that long walk into the woods and then they go back for the camera. Radio's coming off because that's staying on me. I don't want that getting wet, lost or damaged. Ugh. But the sheep don't like the slime, they can't walk on it. So they've only been at the top and the bottom. There's no sheep doo-doo down here. There was only that one bit of bone. I think this is the new area, lads. I think this could be it. Kids, gotta hate them. One of them spelled hot chocolate on there when I was out the other week, and it's gone mouldy in the bag. I wiped it off with wipes, but obviously it needed cleaned, so I'm gonna have to clean this when I get home. But that was the only thing that hot chocolate was spilt on. So that's the bits I am gonna miss. It's going out with all the kids. Did love the missus, but I wasn't in love with her. Just loved all the things we'd done. It may sound wrong, but he would love going out with her sister. But that's what family is, isn't it? Family unit. You know, we went out with her and her husband. We went out, all went out with the kids. Sometimes me and her went out with the kids. My sister down here, her kids are too old and she doesn't do this sort of thing. Right. It's on a bit of a slant. As we can see by the basher rolling away. I should have really gone there. Up just a foot or so. I'm not going to get the basher out, it's only missed. I'm to sit here, only got this out to have a sit down. I might make a brew, I've got a couple of hours. But yeah, this is, you can see now roughly how much space I've got. I've got all this area here. It's not perfectly flat, but it's doable. Yeah man. Hammock will definitely fit across there from that tree to that tree, or even that one. cut away this little branch here. Just fucking walking it out. Oh, happy days. Happy days. Right. Oh, I'm gonna get off my feet because I have had a busy few days. Busy ain't the word. Like I said, I collapsed a couple of days ago, Monday, and then just kept going, and until I felt tired. But I was helping out in the charity shop yesterday. That was good fun. I'm going to go back into the charity shop, kill a bit of time in that. But now I found this spot. I'm happy. Oh, things are getting good. Right, brews on. I'm on the opposite side now from where I set up camp. I don't know if you'll see the blue mat. It takes a few minutes for the water to boil. So I come over the other side, exploring. And all this stuff that's been dumped here has been dumped here for a reason. Bones all in it, obviously because the sheep try and climb over it and die. But that's strategically placed. I thought it looks more like a barricade than anything else. Just over there, it's that black square. That's a man-made hut or tunnel entrance. And there's a bit of an opening. Through there too. I've got to try and get around and down the other side. I might have a brew first. I'm running out of time. I've only got about half hour left. An hour. I need to drop down the other side because that is some sort of building. It's very square. It's not natural. There's no way I can climb for all this. This is just irresponsible and dangerous if I try and climb. It just runs all the way down across here and up there. It's been dumped deliberately to block access to whatever's the other side. But I'll go up and around. There's the end of the barricade. It runs straight up there. You can see, very slippery, a bit muddy now, but I'll walk through the field to clean them off. Oh no, it looks like a back end of a trailer. Yeah, a little opening here. This is even better. Oh, the little barbed wire I discarded on the floor. Just won't be wandering around at night if I come up here, but you generally don't anyway. Ah yeah, it's not a water tank. I wonder what that was. Old someone's been doing some lamping and left their lamp here. Old cooker from the 60s. Yeah, someone's been doing some lamping. Sheep skull. 2 more sheep skulls there. 2 more there. An empty box of drill bits. This is diabolical, this side. It's all jagged metal. Look how many bones on the floor. This is all bones. The size of that's tiny. That jaw's huge. That one's even smaller, that's fist size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in this sort of in camera view. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, right, my water's going to be boiled in a minute. No point exploring this, but yeah, that's been put there as a barricade. Nothing fresh. All these skulls are old. Nice cable. Yeah, don't generally like leaving the stove unattended, but everything's soaking wet, and it's not raining, but it's a heavy mist. And just the other side of this, there's that green mound I stood on a minute ago to video from the other direction. I dread to think what's inside all this. But these fence posts though, it's all firewood for me. Got to get back without slipping over again. Shouldn't really be videoing it. But we're in it together, lads. We are in it together. But with the corrugated iron under the soil, you can't see it. And that's what's slippery. Here, more skulls. I've never seen this many skulls in one place. I think my water's boiled, the stove's probably gone out. Nice little bit of flint there for a table. Out of the wind. Right, take your load off. But I should have stayed facing the other way because there's nowhere to put the cup. That'll do. There's a lot of flat spaces, but there's a lot of not flat spaces. Right. Spoon. That's how men clean things. And it does get cleaned, but not as often as the women would like. Brew time. Right, I think it's official. This is my new spot. I like it, despite the skulls and the surrounding sheep doo-doo. This is a good spot. So, let's do a toast. Cheers, everyone. To life changes and adapting. You know, overcoming all obstacles. The people we meet on the way. Starting to sound like a Bob Marley song now. Good friends we have, good friends we lost. Cheers. Along the way, hey. Oh, spot on. Spot on. It's a good one. Yeah. This will do. Do nicely. It's all good. It's all good. It's all gravy. Look at the views. Look how beautiful it is. How windy it is. Just keep walking around the outside of it because I'm so excited. And this is the remains of the water tower. The big metal thing I saw, like what I thought was behind the barricade. Obviously that was a water tower, water container. And this is the concrete frame, still reinforced for the water tower that was probably on the top of here, and then the land shifted and it fell in. And that's the door. That's a car whip type. Not the door. That looks like the top or the bottom. Yeah, it's a big double gate. Yeah, big double gate there. So that would have been the gate that you could drive onto the water tower. It would have been fenced off, I presume. But yeah, all that concrete structure there is where the water tower was. It must have just been sitting on the top of here. Some concrete in the ground, and it seems to have just all fallen down there as the land slid down. Some more of that big thick cable there. But there's a spot around the corner with a bench on top of it, on top of the hill, that I could probably walk up for a few hours on the radio and sit on the bench. And right next to the bench is like an old post concreted into the ground. Yeah, this looks like would have been the tower would have been over here, like that place I used to use years ago, Steeple Ashton in Wiltshire. That had an old windmill there. You can see where it collapsed and where it was. And I spoke to one person one day. She told me what it was like when she was a kid, with the windmill making that sound in the wind. She said it was quite eerie. Yeah, I stopped going there because I moved, found a new place. Been using that, the old BOL, for a couple of years. Got some really good use out of that. And now I've got this one. Bit of luck I don't get chased off. But yeah, I'm just hanging around now when I should be sort of making a move. I had a couple of hours up here. Whee! This is awesome, man. This is like my own little like end of the world scenario zombie place, you know. Come here, I've got this firewood, I could build stuff. There's massive sheets of corrugated iron over there. I could build a hut. There's all this brickwork, I could build a wall. Obviously the farmer's not going to like it, but you know, apocalypse type scenario, I'd be straight up here. There's a shame there's no water source though. The bad thing is there's no water source. There was. It fell down the bloody hill. But there's enough stuff here to build a nice decent little cabin. A lot of good bricks, a lot of blocks, a lot of flint, a lot of timber, a lot of good fence posts as well. All different sizes. Triangular ones, the round ones, square ones, the big thick ones the size of like, I don't know, something big and thick. But yeah, mate, this would be great to own. I'd love to own just this little circle with everything in it. One man's junk is another man's treasure. And it's like, I'm gonna be splitting some of this. Splitting some of this, man. Get the old gasifier going. Oh, there was a tree root there. Looks like one of the bigger trees has blown over. And there's a tree root, you know, where the tree comes down. And there's the roots. It's uprighted. But yeah, no big trees here, they're all little ones. But they're enough to hang a hammock and they're enough to hang a 9-metre pole, which I had for ages. I haven't had a chance to use it. And it's just collecting dust. And then about 3 days after I got the 9-metre pole, someone gave me an 8-metre pole. I can't get into camp now. I'm going to have to cut that off because that's a nice entrance point. But I don't like squeezing through because you do that and all the water gets knocked off the tree and you get wet. And I'm not out here to get wet. Right, let's get packed up. Good to go. As much as a shithole it is, leave no trace. LNT, and we're Oscar Mike. Right, I guess I'm walking in the right direction. I'm heading north, west, north. I have no compass on me, but I've got good bearings from the past few days, so I didn't bring out my the normal G-Shock with me. I've got a compass on here, but I don't rely on that. It's just a whistle and thermometer. And I've worked out which way north, south, east and west is quite well, and kind of remembering direction of travel via the landmarks of the place I've just been and the hedgerow that I can't see. But it is easy to get lost up here. Again, that's why I've got the radio. I don't intend to use the radio today, but you can't rely on your phone. Signal up here is crap. I can't get any internet, and I'm going to be gutted spending the weekend up here with no internet. I do like the old Facebook, but we can't have everything. Right, I think we're heading towards that barn. I can't see it, so I'm going to bear right. Head north a little bit more. And you can't even see which direction the sun's at. It's that misty. I can hear traffic coming from that way, which will be the road that I was parked on. Can't even see the outline of the field. I can hear the cars now. Right, thanks for tuning in YouTube, thanks for watching, thanks for taking your time and chilling out. That's me scouting around, we'll call it the new bug out location, for future wild camping, overnights, stealth camping and radio activations. We are right on top of the Downs in East Sussex. There's the road. Okay, which one am I on? Because I know there's a T-junction somewhere. And we'll catch you on the next video. Peace out, love to you all. Right, back at the motor. I'll show you how bad the mist is. Can't even see the cars. So they're on top of you. And that spot was just for that field. About a 10-minute walk. Probably a 10-minute drive up here. So it's on my doorstep. I can do it on the bike, I just don't fancy the hill. I think we're about 600 feet ASL. I should really check it really, but yeah, I just don't fancy the, it's a steep climb up here on the bike. So yeah, yeah, I won't be using the bike. I'll be relying on this thing. That's foggy, well, misty. It's not fog, it's mist. Anyway, bye bye car.